There was I, waiting at the church, waiting at the church, waiting at the church, when I found that he left me in the lurch. Lord, how it did upset me. All at once, he sent me round a note. Here's the very note, this is what he wrote. Can't get away to marry you today. My wife won't let me.
Well, I've been on vacation this week, so I've had time to do some extra songs, a few extra songs. Some of them are for the theme, and some of them I've just done for fun, and haven't put them anywhere yet. I'm just kind of saving them until a good opportunity arises to post them. I don't want to do too many all at once. This is going to be a little video about Vesta Victoria. Here's a picture of her as a young girl. She actually started in show business when she was just a baby because both of her parents were show people. Her father was known for singing while standing on his head, so he was called the upside down singer. And her mother was also a singer, and they used her in one of their skits when she was a baby. But she actually started performing herself when she was around 6 years old. She was called Baby Victoria, and then later on when she got a little older, they called her Little Victoria. And then sometime when she was an older teenager, she took the stage name of Vesta Victoria. Her real name was Victoria Lawrence, and she was born in England, of course, born in 1873. And she became famous for being a comedian, performing as far as I can tell, exclusively comedic songs, such as Mary Took the Calves to the Dairy Show. By the way, I didn't sing a whole lot of time into practicing this song because some of these songs, I can imagine that there might be an occasion where I would do them again and possibly even perform them live with an audience maybe at some point. And so I try to learn them much better than this one. I can't imagine ever doing this one again for any reason. So she made several American tours, and she did do a lot of recordings. You can find some of her stuff on YouTube and at archive.org. She was extremely famous and well liked. She was known for being able to build a very good rapport with her audience, and the critics loved her, the audiences loved her. She was frequently given gifts of jewelry by fans, and it became such a big thing with her that she amassed this huge collection of valuable jewelry, which unfortunately was stolen from her late in life, and significantly reduced her estate worth when she died. Some of her other songs were called Daddy Won't Buy Me a Bow Wow, Poor John, Some Would Marry Anything with Trousers On, and Waiting at the Church, which I used for the little intro music. And that song is about a woman who is left at the altar because the man she was going to marry, his wife wouldn't let him leave home. Many of the songs that she sang were ironic and self-deprecating, and she liked to, when she was performing live, she liked to change clothes or costumes for pretty much every song so that the clothes she was wearing would match the theme of the song. Like in Waiting at the Church, which actually there's some film of her performing it on YouTube, which is where I got the audio. And here's a little bit of the video, the film of her performing Waiting at the Church. You can see she's wearing a wedding gown, appears like. So I would assume that when she performed Mary Took Her Calves to the Dairy Show, she probably wore a short skirt that ended at the knees, so you could see her legs. She was known for being very attractive and voluptuous, and I'm reading here that most vaudeville acts were about 20 minutes maximum, some much shorter than that, but Vesta Victoria's shows went up to like 49, 50 minutes. More than twice as long as the typical vaudeville act. And of course, the audiences loved that because they loved her so much. In 1906, a street in San Francisco was named after her in thanks for her performing many benefit concerts to raise money for victims of the great 1906 San Francisco earthquake. And here's a collection of pictures of her that I haven't shown yet. Here she is also, looks like she's quite young in that picture with a cat. And here's one that looks like another painting. And then here she is with a parasol and wearing a fancy dress and hat of some kind. And here she is as a much older woman. A photo was taken while she was watching some movie being filmed. I'm not sure. And here's a painting, a rather impressionistic kind of painting of her made by a man named Walter Sickert. And it appears that she's, with that round body of the instrument and the short neck, it looks like she might be playing a banjo ukulele in that painting. She passed away in London in 1951. And her obituary, in part, said, Miss Victoria was the pioneer of the great English ear and eye arresting artists who came to America. And one critic wrote of her in 1907 when she was probably at her peak. She was unexcelled and impossible of imitation. Many try but fail. And this illustration that appears on the cover of Mary Took the Calves to the Dairy Show is used on several other covers of sheet music also. One called Now I Have to Call Him Father has the same illustration. So I guess that's all I have to say about her. Thank you very much.